Hello, Namaskar. So today I have 50 interesting phrasal verb for daily English conversation. So let's get started and we will see one by one. Okay. But before that, here are something to know. Phrasal verbs are very important in daily conversation. They can help you communicate more effectively and accurately. Here are 50 interesting phrasal verbs that you can use in your daily life. Okay. So please be serious and watch whole 50 phrasal verbs. Okay, so first one is look after. What is the meaning of look after? To take care of someone or something that makes certain that they have everything they need. Okay, they have everything they need. What does it mean? To take care of someone or something that makes certain that they have everything they need. He looked after my pets when I was away. ठीक है, he looked, so you can use like he looked after my pets when I was away. To take care of someone or something that makes certain that they have everything they need. Okay, so for that you can use this phrasal verb look after. Looked after, he looked after my pets when I was away. Second one, get on with. Second one is get on with. To give your time to something and make progress with it. To give your time to something and make progress with it. For example, we can get with the celebration once we finish the work. We can get we can get with the celebration once we finish the work. Again, put up with. Next one is put up with. To accept someone or something unpleasant in a patience way. To accept someone or something unpleasant in a patience way. For example, nobody can put you with bad behavior for a long time. Nobody can put you with bad behavior for a long time. Put up with. Put up with, which means to accept someone or something unpleasant in a patience way. Nobody can put you, nobody, nobody can put up with bad behavior for long time. Again, come up with. Next one is come up with. To think of something such as an idea or plan. To think of something such as an idea or plan. My friends really come up with the best traveling plans. My friends really come up with the best traveling plans. Keep in with. Keep in with. To stay friendly with someone, especially someone who can help you. Keep in with means to stay friendly with someone, especially someone who can help you. You should keep in with her friend. They are really helpful. Again, next one is pay for. To give money in order to buy something. To give money. To give money in order to buy something. Let me pay for dinner. Let me pay for dinner. Let me pay for dinner. So you can use like let me pay for dinner. Okay, pay for. To give money in order to buy something. Take over. Next one is take over, which means to begin to do something that someone else was doing. To begin to do something that someone else was doing. Can you take over the cooking while I walk the dog? I walk the dog. Can you take over the cooking while I walk the dog? Get away from. Get away from. To stop having a particular idea or belief that is old fashioned or not helpful. We want to get away from this idea. We want to get away from this idea that women are meant for cooking. Okay, that women are meant for cooking. Next one is get back to. Get back to, it means to phone, write or speak to someone at a later time because you are busy or could not answer their questions earlier. I will get back to you once I finish my work. Okay, I will get back to you. I will get back to you once I finish my work. Put off. To delay something. To delay doing something, especially because you do not want to do it. I was trying to put off the moment when I would have to leave. Next one is give up on. To stop hoping that someone will improve and stop trying to help or change them. To stop hoping that someone will improve and stop trying to help or change them. Most of the teachers gave up on her years ago. Turn down. Turn down, which means to accept, to not accept an offer or request. How could you turn down such a fantastic job? Fantastic job. Okay, how could you turn down such a fantastic job? Next one is back out. Back out, to decide not to do something you agreed to do. I promised to help, and I am not backing out now. Come across, to meet someone or to find something by chance. Come across means to meet someone or to find uh, something by chance. I came across a word I would never, sorry, yeah, I would never seen before. Again, next one is dive off, to remove something from a surface by gently touching it several times with something such as the pieces of cloth. He put his handkerchief to his face and dubbed off a tear, dubbed off, ease off. If something unpleasant or annoying ease off, it becomes less unpleasant or annoying. If the rain eases off overnight, we will leave in the morning. Face down, with the front or face toward the ground. He was lying face down in the winter. Double in, to be involved in an activity for a short time in a way that it was not very serious. When he was angry, he dabbled in astrology. Again, come down to, which means to be the most important aspect of a situation or problem. In the end, it all comes down to who wants the job the most. Trifle with, which means to deal with something in a way that shows you do not have a serious attitude toward it. Stop trifling with her feeling. Okay, trifle with, to deal with something in a way that shows you do not have a serious attitude toward it. Next one is call for, to say publicly that something must happen. Several of the newspaper were calling for his resignation. Boils down to, next one is boils down to be the main reason for the something or the most basic part of the something. It is difficult to choose which appliance to buy, but in the end it usually boils down to cost. Single out, to choose one person from a group for a special attention. Single out, it may be very important. Single out, to choose one person from a group for special attention. Katie's was often singled out for punishment. Send off, to post something to someone. I must get the parcel sent off tomorrow. I must get the parcel sent off tomorrow. To post something to someone. Narrow down, to reduce the number of the possibilities or choice. We were working to narrow down the list of the possible suspect. Speak of, to seem to prove that something exists or is true. Her extensive library spoke of her love of reading. Bump into, to meet someone unexpectedly. Okay, I bumped into your mother at a supermarket. I bumped into your mother at supermarket. Blow up at, to suddenly become angry and shout at someone. She just blow up at me. She just blow up at me. She just blow up at me. Cut back, to reduce the amount of something, especially money that you spend, to reduce the amount of something, especially money that you spend. It is a time we cut back a little, cut back a little, cut back a little. It is a time we cut back a little. It is a time we cut back a little. Fall out, to stop seeing friendly with someone because you have had a disagreement with them. Have you two fallen out? 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 Get around, to go or travel to different places. At the age of 85, Millie still gets around quite well. Okay, next one is hang in, stay positive. Hang in, stay positive. Hang in there, I'm sure you will find a job soon. Hang in, hang in, hang in. Take after, to look or behave like an older relative. In looks, she takes after her father. She took after her father. Reflect on, to give people or particular opinion of someone or something. We hope her success will reflect well on the school. To give people a particular opinion of someone or something. Reflect on. Juice up, to improve something by making more interesting, attractive, or powerful. Certain scenes were juiced up for commercial purpose. Certain scenes were juiced up for the commercial purpose. Wear off, which means if something such as an pain, an emotion, or a feeling wears off, it gradually disappears. We can use like the numbness in his shoulders was starting to wear off. Wipe up, what does it mean? It means to encourage strong emotions or behavior in people. To encourage strong emotions or behavior in people. Newspaper article have wiped up fears of the new tax policies. To encourage strong emotions or behavior in people. Ease off, which means if something unpleasant or annoying ease off, it became less unpleasant or annoying. If the rain eases off overnight, we will leave in the morning. We will leave in the morning. Again, next one is in the in, to have something as a final result. His attempt to persuade the boy ended in failure. His attempt to persuade the boy ended in failure. Map out, to plan in detail how something will happen. Something will happen. Map out. Her own future had been mapped out for her by her parents. Her own future had been mapped out for her by her parents. Again, next one is toss around, which means to discuss something such as an idea, often in an informal way. We tossed some thoughts around for a while. Again, next one is keep off, which means to not touch something or to prevent something from touching something. Keep the flies off the food. Keep the flies off the food. Knock off, to reduce a price or an amount. Knock off. To reduce a price or an amount. Kelly knocked 2 seconds off her previous time. Hand down, to give knowledge or skill to someone who is younger than you and will live after you have died. These skills have been handed down from the generation to generation. These skills have been handed down from generation to generation. Okay, hand down, to give knowledge or skill to someone who is younger than you and will live after you have died. Give away, to avoid someone or something or to make someone else to do this. I have told him to keep away, but he won't listen. Own up. Own up means to admit that you have done something bad or embracing. Own up, to admit that you have. Dan could have made this whole things go away simply by owning up, owning up, owning up. Dan could have made this whole things go away simply by owning up. Measure in, to have or do a lot of some things, to focus on a particular things. When someone asked me When someone asked me how my day went, I measured in things that went wrong rather than good things. Make off to leave quickly, especially after doing something wrong. The kids made off when they heard us coming. The kids made off when they heard us coming. Read into to find an extra meaning in the someone's word or action that is not obvious or does not exist. I think you are reading too much into the casual remark. Uh, Reading too much into a casual remark. I think you are reading too much into a casual remark to find an extra meaning in the someone's word or action that is not obvious or does not exist. Ring back to phone someone again. I'll ring back later. I will. So these were the important phrasal verb. And if you're liking the session, then please like, subscribe, and share with your feedback. Bye. Take care.